Hi, my name's Will, and I have spent the last few years studying and paying for YouTube advice from some of the best on YouTube. And I'm a firm believer in giving away free content that is better than other people's paid content. Now, there are people who are charging thousands of dollars for similar stuff, but I'm going to give it to you for free right now in this video. So YouTube is one of the largest search engines in the entire world. People don't see it as a search engine, but it is. It's a video directory, and therefore it is very critical and important for anyone who wants to grow or be discovered. And it can be used for a small business, it could be used as marketing for a coaching service, and it could be used to grow your own personality or brand based off your hobby. In fact, there's a lot of people right now, and I know YouTube very, very well. It's a vast network. There's people who are making a full-time living as a travel blogger or as a gamer on YouTube. Some of them doing very, very well, making millions. But for people starting out, it's actually a lot tougher than you think. YouTube's gotten very competitive in certain areas, and people think that you can just slap on a video and you will be discovered and become famous. So I see a ton of people doing a lot of things wrong on YouTube, and I'm going to be giving you some simple tips that you can put into action right now. So the first one is viewer watch time. There's this huge myth out there, and even some successful YouTubers still think this. They think that likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions matter in terms of how well a YouTube video gets ranked. In fact, these things have very negligible impact nowadays because they're too easily exploited by people. People can literally just code a program that creates 1,000 fake accounts and likes up your video. So again, stop focusing on that. Again, back to viewer retention. One very critical thing for YouTube's search ranking algorithm is viewer watch time, the total watch time of a video on YouTube. So stop focusing on all these other things, fancy lighting, all that other stuff. Now that helps, but ultimately you should be asking, does that help in the overall retention time? Now, guess what? For my YouTube videos, a large portion of people drop off in the first 10 to 20 seconds, and that's very typical. So you really have to hook them in and keep them engaged throughout the video. And the longer you can keep them engaged and from leaving, the higher you will be ranked. Second thing is search engine optimization. So what that basically means is you have to get people to find you when they search for terms. So that means you have to title your YouTube video correctly and look at what people are searching for and rank it accordingly. Now, the title is still one of the most important things for your YouTube video. So you can play that search engine optimization game by properly choosing the title of your video. And then the third tip I'm going to give you is thumbnails. And as you notice, some of these tips are very contrary to other advice out there because people don't really talk about this stuff, or they're still stuck in old school YouTube advice. Anyhow, I think thumbnails are incredibly important because they are, and although people may assume that they're not as important now, they're very important because what other search engine allows you to display a large picture below every listing you have on there? You don't really get that with Google, but with YouTube you do. And technically you do on Google because YouTube videos are favored and displayed on Google search as well. And the reason they're favored is because guess what? People like a visual display of something that they want done. And how-to tutorials are one of the highest categories on YouTube in terms of search viewership. So again, if you look at something like how to tie a tie, visually compelling pictures are emphasized, they're highly favored and much easier to rank for than just web pages and articles. And you're competing not just on the text, but also on the big picture, or as people on YouTube call it, thumbnails that display under the video. So you really have to optimize that well, because guess what? Sometimes that's all people get when they're scrolling through videos to choose which one to watch. They look at the title and they look at the thumbnail. And then when they click the video, it's all about how long do they watch it for. So keep these things in mind, and there's so many other things I could talk about. There's a lot of mistakes that YouTubers make, like the fact that their videos are way too short or way too long. And hopefully you found this useful. And if you did, I hope you stay connected with me for future information. See you.